It was good. It's been a little bit. And everything I've been doing since you last seen me has brought me up to this video. Gathering strength in silence. For a little bit, I had to put some radio silence on. I was a little bit distracted. A lot of times there's a lot of clutter, and I know ladies are prone to this, but especially the fellas, when you are making a transition from mediocre to majestic, if that's a word I want to use today. You have to take a little time and to quietly reassess some things, some interpersonal, some things surrounding you, people who you deal with, people you don't need to fuck with, situations you need to assess, everything. And you need to still the background noise a little bit. Because usually when I get cluttered, I get extremely flustered. And I don't like that feeling. I'm pretty sure those who think and feel the similar way can attest to that. So what do I mean by gathering strength in silence? Well, number one, your perspective. In this transition of becoming better, you need to sharpen your focus. Because you're going to run into a lot of obstacles. They come in all shapes and sizes. Some even birth us, or related to us, or were laying with us, or deal with us in some kind of way that can interfere with our growth, especially as men. And I'm speaking from personal experience because I had to look back at the past for a bit, then my present, and where I want to be in the future. And seeing current events and everything like that, especially a melanated man like myself, I had to really knuckle down and see what needed to be changed as the way I think and how I carried myself out here in the public sector. So that's why you have to really get off to yourself and really clear your head. The second part of this is removing the physical clutter. I spent a few weekends, even especially this past weekend, getting rid of a lot of shit I didn't need. Because a lot of that clutter can weigh you down. So a lot of reminders and receipts of things unfulfilled, things that you have yet to discard. It's no different than a lot of unnecessary waste of space. You feel the walls closing in. That's my perspective when I start seeing clutter all over the place. I have to get rid of shit. If it doesn't mean anything, I have to assess its value, whether it's worth keeping or destroying. People too. When you do all that, you feel like you can do more. Every inch of your circumference matters. It's what you hold dear, what you allow to orbit around you. Third thing, give yourself a sense of direction. Now you got the clutter out the way. Now you can point your focus on where you want to go, where you need to be. If you need to do research on things, so be it. That's what has to happen. Mentally prepare yourself for the sacrifices you're going to need to make, and focus on the long game. Not the instant gratification. Get that discipline back. I say last week I slipped up and I went from 207 pounds to 210 because I was slamming food like crazy. My personal trainer was out of town and I slacked off. And when I saw that and I weighed myself in, I had to look at myself at the scale like, oh no, this shit is not gonna happen. But if I can easily gain 3 pounds, I can get back to 30. And we're not having that shit. So far, those are the 3 things that come to mind when it comes to gathering strength in silence. You don't have to post your progress every 5 minutes on Facebook or whatever social media apparatus you choose to use. It's not necessary. So the biggest gains are made in the dark when no one's looking. Granted, success is a team sport, but you're not always going to have a full audience around you. Most important artist is the audience of one. That reflection in the mirror. Doing what you're supposed to do, being consistent, being patient. When you see the growth, don't just get geeked up and throw everything out the window. Go harder. If you have to, just like I do, I put reminders on my phone to do certain things. A lot of times my mind's got 1,000,001 things racing at it, and I tend to get sidetracked. I tend to forget stuff, and I hate being late. I hate feeling that I was being lazy or irresponsible, especially when I gave my word to something. Fellas, I've had a lot of teachers on different genres, beliefs, locations, everything. And they taught me quite a few things. I take the information and put it forward, see how it applies to me in my life. Go from there. Guys, you have to really get back into focus. All the sitting around and complaining and pissing and moaning and bitching, that's wasted energy, wasted creativity. You're just adding more bricks and fuel to the lie that you're living. When are you sick and tired of being fucking sick and tired? It's one thing to say it, it's one thing to live it. Get up, get out there, push yourself. And there's going to be days where it's going to be hard as shit to do the shit, but you got to do it anyway. It'll pay off in the long run. I'm a lot further than I was back in May 8th. The day I decided to get off my ass and actually get back to the fucking gym. Great. It's been... It's closing in on 90 days, basically. But this isn't enough. I don't want to win just one quarter. I want all of you guys to win the fucking game. Play how you need to be played at your best. More or less like a journal along that path. Not just saying it, I'm running along with some of you guys. Encourage you guys to run your fucking race. Sometimes you're going to run in inclement weather. Either literally or figuratively. But run it. Never underestimate the strength of silence. I have so much work to do, as do you. But we don't have any time for any more excuses. Consistent bitching is so unmanly. Plus, it's a big-ass vacuum right now. Seeing how the manosphere, the gynosphere has collapsed on top of itself, allowing the termites to basically eat it from within. It's time to stand up and stand out. Do what you need to do. I'm not going to say speak your truth, Just promote the truth in your own voice. If there's any difference in that. You guys, let me know what you think. Comment, share, subscribe. It's Resident Anti-Hero Ronin.